second year medical student. Today I'm going to bring you along for a day of my life. So I just got ready to go to a workout class. It's really dark in my apartment right now. I'm running a little bit late, so I'm just gonna head out, and then when I get back, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so I just got back from the workout class. It was a heated class. My face is really red right now. I'll insert some clips of that now. I have a very long to-do list today, whether it's like life stuff or school stuff. Simple things like putting away laundry because I don't like when it piles up, especially on an exam week. Also, I have to unload the dishwasher, to wash my hair, just like a full day of study. I'm gonna go shower right now. I'm very excited to have my coffee today. I just took a shower. Now I'm gonna go pick out my outfit. I usually try to wear scrubs on days where I have either OMM or our history and physical class. So I'm not sure what color I want to wear today, but I feel like it just makes it so much easier when you have to wear scrubs or when you have the option to, because then you don't have to think about like a whole new outfit. So I guess we'll see, but these are like my options. I'm saving like some of these for fall because they give me more like fall vibes, but maybe I'll do blue. I do blue very frequently because it's my favorite color. So yeah, so probably gonna do that, and then I'll show you guys what I end up wearing. So before I get dressed, I decided to just stay in my robe so that I can have a slow morning because I don't have to be at school until 12:30 and it's currently 9:42. So I decided I'm gonna make my breakfast, make my coffee, and then I'll see how much studying I can get done before I have to go. So I'll show you guys what I'm having for breakfast. I'm about to make maybe either eggs and avocado toast, or I might have a yogurt bowl. So that sounds good to me right now. I'll show you guys what I have, and then I'll get dressed in a bit. Okay, so something I always do is that I measure out my milk and creamer when I make coffee because I like when my coffee tastes exactly the same every day. So I prefer to just get the ratios exactly as they are. So I pretty much always do 8 ounces of milk. And if you use the Fairlife milk, I think this gives you around 13 grams of protein per coffee. And then I'll do 2 tablespoons of the Chobani creamer, which comes out to be around 30 milliliters. And then I feel like that just gives me like the perfect amount of sweetness without it being overly sweet. I feel like I have like a heavy pour sometimes, so if I were to not measure it, it would be a lot sweeter over coffee. So yeah, I definitely prefer to measure it out and just have it be consistent every day. And then what I'll do is that instead of adding ice, I'll just go ahead and like put it in the freezer because I prefer for my coffee to be cooled but not watered down. So honestly, it just tastes so much better. So yeah, if anyone ever tries that, let me know how it goes because I feel like it makes such a big difference. Like when I'm going out, I usually end up having to put ice because I'm not going to be home, so I can't cool it down quick enough. But if I'm home, the freezer, I feel like just gives it such a crisp taste. So I know it sounds dumb, but it makes all the difference. Okay, so I decided to have this protein cereal instead because I'm not too hungry right now. I'm gonna have this and then I'll probably have like my yogurt bowl a little bit later. This has so much protein in it for being cereal. It has 8 grams. Obviously like traditional cereal I feel like has between 0 and 2. I feel like that's pretty good with the Fairlife milk, adding maybe like 7 grams of protein for half a cup. That ends up being around 15 grams, which I feel like is not bad for cereal. I'm gonna see if I get dressed instead of staying in my robe all morning, which is what I really want I decided to go for the heather denim from Figs with this hot pink drawstring. And then I decided to change my badge reel because it's been a while. And we're in our poem block right now. and we have our poem exam on Friday, so I felt like it was fitting. But yeah, these are the scrubs of the day. I love the pop-up colors, it's very cute. Hopefully this helps me focus better because I feel like having an exam in 2 days from now sounds unreal to me. I feel very behind with studying. No, this is like a weekly thing, honestly, and it's every time before the exam I always feel like I'm not gonna get through all the material, and then you end up just getting through the material, so it's like a tradition at this point. I just took my coffee out of the freezer. Look how crispy it is. Okay, so I'm headed to school now. It's around 11:30. One of my friends is already at school and she's sitting outside, and honestly sitting outside sounds so much better than being inside. I think it's supposed to be nice out today, like not too hot or anything. I'm gonna head over there. I'm just packing up my stuff and I'm gonna finish my coffee. I only have a little bit left. I have OMM lab at 1. Probably gonna be studying the rest of the day. I know that later I'm gonna get on my walking pad and do something on there. I feel like it's the only way that I can get like steps. I'll show you guys me packing up and getting to school. Exactly. Excited. How do you study? I just got home. It is 3:43 p.m. Changed into a sweatshirt because I wanted to be more comfy, even though it's kind of hot out. Just like my comfort study outfit. So I changed into this. I'm just gonna sit outside on the balcony. Gonna try to still enjoy the nice weather because I feel like next week already it's gonna go into the 70s, which is fine. I actually still prefer that over really hot weather, but I know that it's only a short period of time here in New Jersey before it goes to brick. So I'm going to sit on the balcony, try to get some stuff done. I'm feeling really exhausted today. I feel like second year of med school is no joke. Like first year was definitely an adjustment. It wasn't easy, but I will say second year definitely has a learning curve because I feel like the expectations are higher. You have boards looming over your head at all times. So I feel like it's just a lot to keep track of. And also like I just really prioritize being a person first before med student. So I feel like it just gets a little difficult at times. I know that a lot of people, they're like, oh, like I still have time to work out and like do this and that. And like, so do I. But for me, like a successful day is usually more than just like squeezing in a workout. You know what I mean? Like it's usually either working out, making like all my meals at home, or like, I don't know, like being able to do like something nice, fun, like run an errand if I have to. I just feel like sometimes I have to obviously prioritize what I can and can't do for the day. First year I had a lot of leeway with that. Like I was in bed before 10 p.m. pretty much every night. And if I wasn't, it was just because I was doing other stuff, not because I was studying. So I will say I do go to bed early still. I feel like that hasn't changed as much. Just like most of my day I feel like is spent doing stuff for school, aside from like the working out and like the cooking at home and things like that. Hopefully that gets better at some point after second year, during third year, but I heard that it doesn't, so we'll see. I'm gonna let myself be the judge of that. Everything is different for everyone, and some people don't like rotations as much as they do. They're like, oh, like rotations like were really hard. And then other people are like, oh, like I love being on rotations, like it was so nice being out there. So I guess it just depends on like the type of person that you are. Yeah, we'll see. I just finished having dinner. I was yapping with friends for a while, so I feel like I haven't gotten as much done as I would like. So I definitely have to lock in now. I think I'm going to do my Anki now, so I'm gonna do that on my walking pad. I like to get steps in while I do this. So I'm just gonna hop on my walking pad and see how much I can walk and also how many cards I can do. Probably not gonna get off until I finish my cards, and this is how many I have to do, which is honestly decent amount for today, but I'm hoping I can get it done. I don't know. I'm like putting on my shoes right now. I have a workout class in the morning. Ideally, I would go to bed at a decent time tonight. There's just so much material to go over, and like usually the day before the exam, I'm like very antsy, but I feel like the Tuesday and Wednesday before Friday exam, I'm the most antsy. And that's just kind of where I'm at right now, feeling like I'm not gonna get through all the material and like everything is so chaotic. I feel a little better after I walk because that just helps me get the jitters out. Yeah, this is my little walking pad setup. I have like a monitor because I like to be able to have multiple screens when I'm doing certain things just so I don't have to flip back and forth. And I feel like whenever I got this a while ago when I was studying for the MCAT, it was only like 150 bucks and it just seems like it's been a good investment since I've had it for a couple years already. And then I just have like my laptop over here. Of course, the walking pad. I have my whiteboard here, but it's literally just messages from all my friends. So that doesn't really get used for studying purposes. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started on this. Hopefully it goes well. I do love this walking pad. I feel like I used to have a different one from Amazon and it was a lot bulkier and just like clunky, but this one is very thin. And yeah, I also strapped my watch band to my leg instead of having it on my arm because I feel like when I have it on my arm it doesn't track it properly. But yeah, that's enough yapping I think for one day, so I'm gonna get to it. I ended up walking 5.5 miles, but for some reason my watch only tracks 5 miles. It's usually like half a mile off. I'm not sure if it's because of I guess the way that I'm stepping. I just took a shower and I'm about to study a little bit more. It's currently 9:17 p.m. I had a workout class scheduled for tomorrow morning and I ended up canceling it because I'm so sore because I went to the same type of class yesterday, last night, and then this morning. So I think tomorrow I'm just gonna do legs on my own and I guess see how that goes because I also have a workout class scheduled for Thursday, so I kind of don't want to overdo it and I don't want to get tired of driving basically to the same studio. So that's my plan as of right now. I think I'm just gonna study a tiny bit more. I'm gonna throw in some laundry and then like once that's ready to go into the dryer, I think I'm gonna head to bed because it's just been a very long day at this point. But yeah, that's my plan. I think I have at this point almost 17,000 steps, which is kind of insane. But one thing about doing Anki is that if you have a walking pad, I feel like you will end up walking a lot more than if you, I guess, like were studying a different way, because I personally can't focus enough on like writing or things like that when I'm walking, so Anki's like the perfect thing for that. Just finished UWorld for the day. I just did a little bit. I was a little distracted and kind of on my phone, so it's currently 10:05. I think I'm gonna call it a night, honestly, because I have no brain power, and honestly once I get to this point I just know that I'm not gonna retain any information, so I'm just gonna head to bed. I'm in bed now and I just watched a little bit of Scandal. Honestly, I have a really hard time going to bed if I don't unwind properly, so I feel like watching a show. TikTok doesn't really do the trick for me anymore. I will put on a YouTube video if I have to, but I really do like unwinding with a show. This was honestly a good Tuesday. It was a little like hectic and frantic just because it's exam week. But yeah, if anyone's watching this, I hope you enjoy and I can't wait to bring you along next time.